Hello everyone. I will introduce myself. My name is Khusnul Arista, uh, and in this video I will explain about word for word type of translation. Let's get started. The first is the meaning. The word for word translation is the starting point for any translation. As Robusto says, it's bad because idioms in the original language are opaque, and the language and word order will be poor for the target language. For example, in Latin, the verbs will be at the end. The next step is to adapt word order, perhaps adapt idioms in the parent language to equivalent in the new, and then adapt the whole to give the same sense to the reader that the original gave the original reader. And then I have advantages and disadvantages of word for word translation. Word for word translation, or we can say literal translation, is the rendering of text from one language to another, one word at a time, with or without conveying the sense of the original text. In translation studies, literal translation is often associated with scientists, technical, and then technological or legal text. The third is usage. A word for word translation can be used in some language and not other, depending on the sentence structure. Sometimes it works and sometimes it does not. For example, the Spanish sentence above could not be translated into French or German using this technique because the French and German sentence structure are completely different, and because one sentence can be translated literally across language does not mean that all sentences can be translated literally. Literal translation can also denote a translation that represent and then for machine translation. Early machine translation were famous for this type of translation because they simply created a database of words and their translation. Later attempts utilized common phrase, which resulted in better grammatical structure and capture of idioms, but with many words left in the original language. The system that we use nowadays are based on a combination of technologies and apply algorithm to correct the natural sound of the translation. However, professional translation agencies that use machine translation create a rough translation first that is then tweaked by a professional translation. Text and jokes. Literally translation or word for word translation of idiom result quite often in jokes and amusement among translators, and not only. The following famous example has often been told both in the context of newbie translator and that of machine translation. When the sentence "the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak" was translated into Russian and then back to English, the result was "the vodka is good, but the meat is rotten." This is generally believed to be simply as a motion story and not a factual reference to an actual machine translation error. Okay, and I think that's all enough from me. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.